Good evening and thank you for joining our live broadcast at 5 o'clock. I'm Kylie Gibson. Last week, members from 5 agencies took to the streets of Missoula to make sure that sex offenders registered in city limits are living in compliance with their court-ordered restrictions. In the city of Missoula alone, there are a total of 255 registered sex offenders. Last week, the Missoula Police Department, the Missoula County Sheriff's Department, the U.S. Marshals, the Montana Division of Criminal Investigation, and Probation and Parole took to the streets of Missoula to do sex offender compliance checks.
It's actually a physical face-to-face visit. Detectives or officers will actually be knocking on the door of the offender. If that offender isn't spoken to and somebody else is there, will confirm that they're actually at the address that they register at by going to their place of work. Or most of those compliances checks are done in the evening hours, so people are off work, and we try to be face-to-face with them. A phone call with them claiming that, yeah, I still live there, doesn't suffice.
Sex offenders register through the county at the sheriff's office. There is both a city and county registry where they break things up when they are doing compliance checks.
All offenders are required to comply with any court restrictions that are placed on them. When we end up getting a case on a non-compliant offender, that's assigned to a detective who will investigate that case and refer it to the county attorney's office for prosecution. And they'll make the sentence recommendations off that lack of compliance.
Along with the 255 checks done in the city, there were an additional 80 done in the county as well. There are 3 tiers when it comes to sex offenders. Tier 1 is a registered sex offender that is not likely to reoffend. A Tier 2 offender has a moderate chance of reoffending, and a Tier 3, the chances of that person reoffending is high.
Our goal on the compliance checks is making sure that everybody is exactly where they are. Yeah, of course, any sex crime's a high priority for our investigation, and we want to know where all potential offenders are, and also the modus operandi of how their prior offenses are, to where if we have similar crimes on other victims who we should be looking at. So annually, every year, we're doing compliance checks on all offenders within the county.